The street was supposed to be calm that night, but what unfolded sent shockwaves through Atlanta and across the internet. Cameras shook, voices screamed, and chaos erupted in a way no one could have imagined. Bambi and Erica Dixon, two women, with years of buried tension between them, finally collided head-on in a wild street fight that fans are calling the most shocking love and hip-hop moment ever caught on camera. This wasn't a scuffleette, was a full-blown eruption of rage, betrayal, and heartbreak that had everyone frozen in disbelief. Witnesses say you could feel the energy shift the second they locked eyes. Like the entire street knew history was about to explode in real time. One insider described it as the fight of the decade, claiming Scrappy himself was left stunned, completely unable to stop the storm between the two most important women in his life. And when fists flew, phones flew, hire fans desperate to capture every angle of the madness that's now spreading online like wildfire. But the fight wasn't just about Scrappy. Oh no! This was years of pain, insults, hidden messages, and public embarrassment boiling over in one moment of pure chaos. And now, the internet is in flames, celebrities are weighing in, and whispers say police are investigating what really went down that night. The question is, what pushed Bambi and Erica to snap this way? And why does it feel like this fight is only the beginning of something even darker? The night might have ended in fists, screams, and flashing cameras. But to really understand how Bambi and Erica Dixon reached the point of throwing down in the middle of a crowded Atlanta street, you have to peel back the layers of history, resentment, and heartbreak that's been brewing for years. This wasn't just some random fight, it was a collision waiting to happen. It's a kind of chaos that builds in silence and then explodes so loudly the whole world has no choice but to watch. It all starts with Scrappy. For years, Lil Scrappy has been caught in the middle of two strong, fiery women who both believed they had the most claim to his heart. Erica Dixon, the original love, the woman who stood by him through his rise, his struggles, and his countless public battles. She's not just Scrappy's ex, she's his daughter's mother. The woman who held his name down when he was barely keeping himself together. Erica knows Scrappy's demons, and for years she wore that history like a badge of honor. But love doesn't always turn into loyalty forever, and resentment has a way of festering, especially when the cameras are rolling. Then came Bambi, the fiery, sharp-tongued woman who entered Scrappy's life like a storm he couldn't control. Bambi wasn't afraid of Erica, wasn't intimidated by the years of history, and wasn't willing to play second to anyone. She made it clear from the jump, if she was going to be with Scrappy, she was going to claim him completely, no matter who tried to stand in the way. Their romance wasn't just messy, it was explosive. Engagements, babies, public fallouts, reconciliations, and endless rumors of cheating turned their relationship into must-watch TV. Fans of love and hip-hop have seen the tension simmer for years. Snide comments in confessionals, shade thrown at reunions, subtweets that weren't even subtle. Bambi and Erica never trusted each other, never respected each other, and never pretended to. But what's shocking is how quickly things went from icy stares to fists flying in front of a stunned crowd in the weeks leading up to the fight. The whispers had already started. Insiders say Scrappy and Erica had been texting more frequently than usual, supposedly just about co-parenting. But anyone who knows this triangle knows it's never just that simple. Bambi allegedly found out, and when she confronted Scrappy, he brushed it off as nothing to worry about. But if there's one thing Bambi doesn't tolerate, it's being lied to, or worse, being disrespected. Behind the scenes, producers were already licking their chops, hoping something big would go down in front of the cameras. They knew the tension between Erica and Bambi was nearing its breaking point. And sources say they even accidentally arranged for them to show up at the same club on the same night. Whether it was calculated or coincidence, one thing is clear: it was the spark that set the fire. The night started off normal enough. Music blasting, bottles flowing, cameras subtly rolling. Scrappy showed up first, trying to keep his night low-key. But that was never going to happen with both Erica and Bambi in the building. Witnesses say the moment Bambi walked in, the energy shifted. Heads turned, whispers started. People were already pulling out their phones before anything even happened. And then, just 20 minutes later, Erica Dixon strolled in, looking every bit like a woman who wasn't afraid of confrontation. The tension was immediate. Erica and Bambi didn't even have to say a word. The way they looked at each other told the whole story. Scrappy, caught in the middle, tried to keep things calm, even walking between them more than once. But insiders say you could see the anger building in Bambi's eyes. She wasn't going to let Erica walk in and play the first lady in front of everybody. Not while she was still Scrappy's wife. It only got worse when Erica started mingling with Scrappy's crew. Laughing, hugging, even getting a little too comfortable for Bambi's liking. At one point, someone swears they saw Erica whisper something in Scrappy's ear that made him smile, and that was all it took. Bambi snapped. But here's the thing, this fight wasn't just about that moment. It was about years of unspoken tension, of insults traded in interviews, of Instagram shade, and of Scrappy constantly keeping one foot in each world. Erica always felt like she had the upper hand because of their daughter, while Bambi always felt like she had the title because she was the one wearing the ring. Neither woman was willing to back down, and on that night, the world saw exactly what happens when two queens refuse to share the throne. When the words finally started flying, they were as sharp as the blows that would follow. Witnesses heard Bambi accused Erica of using Scrappy for clout, while Erica shot back that Bambi was just the latest placeholder. Security was already trying to calm them down, but by then it was too late. The damage was done. Erica pushed, Bambi swung. And just like that, chaos erupted in the middle of the street outside the club. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. People were screaming, phones were recording from every angle, and Scrappy was in the middle yelling for both women to stop. But nobody was listening. This wasn't about Scrappy anymore. It was about pride, about history, and about proving who really had the last word in their ongoing war. And while the internet only caught a few shaky clips of the fight, insiders swear the full footage is 10 times worse than what's been leaked. Hair was pulled, shoes were thrown, and someone even claims that one of Scrappy's friends had to physically drag him away before things turned into something the police couldn't ignore. By the time security finally pulled them apart, Bambi's voice cut through the noise first, sharp and furious. "You don't run nothing here, Erica. Not no more." Her words sliced through the air, her body already moving toward Erica like she was ready to end this feud once and for all. Erica.com, but calculated, took one step closer with that infamous smirk she's known for. "I'll always have a place here," she shot back. "I had Scrappy before you, and I'll have his back long after you're gone." That was it. Those words weren't just shade, they were dynamite. Witnesses say Bambi's arm swung before anyone could blink. A loud gasp rippled through the crowd as her hand connected with Erica's cheek, the sound echoing like a gunshot in the Atlanta night. Phones shook as fans screamed. Security lunged, and Scrappy bolted forward, yelling, "Stop! Chill, y'all!" Trippin', but the fight had already taken on a life of its own. Erica, never one to back down, came back swinging with a fist that connected square with Bambi's shoulder, knocking her sideways into the hood of a parked car. The crowd roared. It wasn't just an argument anymore, it was a full-on street fight. Shoes clattered against the pavement. Drinks spilled. Someone dropped a bottle, the glass shattering like punctuation to the chaos. Erica lunged again, this time grabbing at Bambi's hair, pulling hard enough to make her stumble. Bambi screamed, twisting, and suddenly both women were locked in a vicious tangle arms. Legs, hair flying everywhere. Scrappy was in the middle, torn between breaking it up and letting it play out, his voice lost in the storm of shouting. "Y'all, stop, man. This ain't it. This ain't how we supposed to do this," he pleaded. But nobody listened. For years, Bambi and Erica had wanted this exact showdown. And now that it was happening, nothing was going to stop it. One bystander caught the clearest footage of what happened next. And that clip alone sent the internet into meltdown. Erica, with both hands gripping Bambi's hair, slammed her against the car again. Bambi retaliated by kicking Erica's shin, sending her sprawling back onto the sidewalk. The crowd gasped as Erica caught herself on her hands, her wig sliding off in the process. People screamed, laughed, and shouted all at once. Some cheered for Erica, others screamed for Bambi. And a handful shouted Scrappy's name, urging him to do something. But then came the moment that turned this from a messy scuffle into national headlines as Erica scrambled to her feet. Bambi reached into her purse and tossed what looked like a drink, allegedly a half-filled bottle of liquor, straight at Erica's face. The liquid splashed across her, soaking her hair and dripping down her designer top. Erica froze for just a second, her face dripping, her pride burning hotter than ever. Then, like a woman possessed, she charged. Security swarmed instantly, but not before Erica managed to land a punch so clean it dropped Bambi to one knee. Gasps erupted again. Phones zoomed in, and someone in the crowd yelled, "World Star!" That single clip would later be replayed thousands of times online. Dissected frame by frame like a boxing highlight. Police sirens wailed faintly in the background, the noise growing louder as the fight reached its peak. Scrappy was frantic, holding his head in his hands, yelling at both women to stop. "Y'all gone ruin everything," he shouted. "The cops on their way." But it didn't matter. Bambi pulled herself up, her lip bleeding slightly, her eyes wild. She pointed at Erica with a shaking hand and screamed, "You think you won? You ain't nothing but his past. I'm his wife." Erica, still fuming, spat back. "Then why he still calling me?" The crowd erupted again. That line was the real blow, the one that hurt worse than any punch. Gasps rippled through the street as people repeated it, already tweeting it, already making memes out of it. Scrappy's face said it all, pure shock, pure frustration, pure defeat. Then the flashing lights arrived. Multiple police cars pulled up, blue and red lights washing the street in chaos. Officers jumped out, forcing the crowd to scatter. Phones kept recording, but the tension shifted instantly. Now, this wasn't just a fight type, it was a potential crime scene. Officers rushed between Bambi and Erica, separating them forcefully as security tried to push Scrappy back. Bambi was screaming, her voice hoarse from yelling, still lunging forward, like she wanted more. Erica stood her ground, breathing heavy, sweat and liquor dripping from her face. Defiant. Meanwhile, Bambi was spiraling. Sources close to her told gossip outlets that she was beyond livid, pacing around her house, screaming into her phone, and threatening to pull every plug on Scrappy's career. She allegedly told a friend, "I will not be humiliated like this. Not by Erica, not by him. If this is real, it's over." But instead of going silent, Bambi snapped back online. She went live on Instagram, visibly shaking, her hair pulled back in a messy bun, her face raw with emotion. "Y'all love a narrative, huh?" she snapped. "Y'all love to see me down bad. Let me tell you something no woman taking. My spot ain't no ex dictating my marriage. So if y'all think this little drama gone break me, you got me messed up." Fans flooded the comments, some supporting her, others clowning her for standing by a cheater. The live peaked at over 100,000 viewers before Bambi abruptly ended it, slamming her phone down mid-sentence. That clip alone was reposted thousands of times, fueling more chaos, but the drama wasn't just playing out on social media, it was now in the hands of the law, Atlanta PD confirmed. They were investigating the fight as a possible assault case after videos showed Bambi allegedly throwing liquor at Erica and Erica allegedly striking Bambi multiple times. Police sources told media they were reviewing the footage to determine if charges would be filed. The idea of both women potentially being dragged into court sent shockwaves through the fan base. Imagine a courtroom showdown between Bambi and McTay and Erica. One viral post read, "This love and hip-hop episode writing itself." Behind the scenes, though, insiders said producers were scrambling. While the fight footage guaranteed ratings gold, the potential legal fallout threatened to shut production down entirely. VH1 thrives on drama, but they don't want actual jail time, one source leaked. They're already holding emergency meetings trying to figure out how to spin this without losing both cast members. And then came the biggest twist yet. A blog known for getting inside scoops dropped an exclusive. Erica allegedly had more than just texts and a voice note. She was sitting on full-on FaceTime screenshots of Scrappy late at night, grinning at the camera, shirtless, allegedly calling her just to talk. If true, these weren't just friendly check-ins, they were incriminating. The internet exploded. Again, fans went into overdrive speculating about what this meant for Scrappy and Bambi's marriage. Memes poured in Photoshopped images of Scrappy with two phones. Captions like, "Caught in 4,000. The debate wasn't just about who won the fight anymore, it was about whether